Merely old men can stand adversity. But if you want to test a man's character, give him power. The best way to predict your future is to create it. In the end, it's not the years in your life that count. It's the life in your years. Give me 6 hours to chop down a tree, and I will spend the first 4 sharpening the axe. Better to remain silent and be thought a fool than to speak out and remove all doubt. Whatever you are, be a good one. Always bear in mind that your own resolution to succeed is more important than any other thing. Do I not destroy my enemies when I make them my friends? You can fool some of the people all of the time, and all of the people some of the time, but you cannot fool all of the people all of the time. I am a slow walker, but I never walk back. That some achieve great success is proof to all that others can achieve it as well. Leave nothing for tomorrow which can be done today. Things may come to those who wait, but only the things left by those who hustle. I would rather be a little nobody than to be an evil somebody. No man has a good enough memory to be a successful liar. No man is good enough to govern another man without the other's consent. Whenever I hear anyone arguing for slavery, I feel a strong impulse to see it tried on him personally. America will never be destroyed from the outside. If we falter and lose our freedoms, it will be because we destroyed ourselves. I do not like that man. I must get to know him better. We can complain because rose bushes have thorns, or rejoice because thorn bushes have roses. Most folks are as happy as they make up their minds to be. Character is like a tree, and reputation like its shadow. The shadow is what we think of it. The tree is the real thing. I am not bound to win, but I am bound to be true. I am not bound to succeed, but I am bound to live by the light that I have. If I am killed, I can die but once, but to live in constant dread of it is to die over and over again. I will prepare, and someday my chance will come. Those who deny freedom to others deserve it not for themselves. Be sure you put your feet in the right place, then stand firm. The ballot is stronger than the bullet. I have been driven many times upon my knees by the overwhelming conviction that I had nowhere else to go. A house divided against itself cannot stand. Sir, my concern is not whether God is on our side. My greatest concern is to be on God's side, for God is always right. If we could first know where we are and whither we are tending, we could better judge what to do and how to do it. The best thing about the future is that it comes one day at a time. My father taught me to work, but not to love it. I never did like to work, and I don't deny it. I'd rather read, tell stories, crack jokes, talk, laugh, anything but work. Books serve to show a man that those original thoughts of his aren't very new after all. I care not for a man's religion whose dog and cat are not the better for it. You cannot escape the responsibility of tomorrow by evading it today. When I do good, I feel good. When I do bad, I feel bad. That's my religion. It has been my experience that folks who have no vices have very few virtues. If you look for the bad in people expecting to find it, you surely will. The probability that we may fail in the struggle ought not to deter us from the support of a cause we believe to be just. Let no feeling of discouragement prey upon you, and in the end, you are sure to succeed. I am rather inclined to silence, and whether that be wise or not, it is at least more unusual nowadays to find a man who can hold his tongue than to find one who cannot. Those who look for the bad in people will surely find it. In this sad world of ours, sorrow comes to all, and to the young it comes with bitterest agony because it takes them unawares. The older have learned to ever expect it. The philosophy of the schoolroom in one generation will be the philosophy of government in the next. Stand with anybody that stands right. Stand with him while he is right, and part with him when he goes wrong. I like to see a man proud of the place in which he lives. I like to see a man live so that his place will be proud of him. I say, try. If we never try, we shall never succeed. All that I am, or hope to be, I owe to my angel mother. The better part of one's life consists of his friendships. If I were two-faced, would I be wearing this one? I destroy my enemies when I make them my friends. My great concern is not whether you have failed, but whether you are content with your failure. Nearly all men can stand adversity, but if you want to test a man's character, give him power. Whatever you are, be a good one. The struggle of today is not altogether for today. It is for a vast future also. I have an irrepressible desire to live till I can be assured that the world is a little better for my having lived in it. We are not enemies, but friends. We must not be enemies. The dogmas of the quiet past are inadequate to the stormy present. As I would not be a slave, so I would not be a master. This expresses my idea of democracy. Let us have faith that right makes might, and in that faith let us to the end dare to do our duty as we understand it. A friend is one who has the same enemies as you have. If you think you can slander a woman into loving you, or a man into voting for you, try it till you are satisfied. Tact is the ability to describe others as they see themselves. Don't worry when you are not recognized, but strive to be worthy of recognition. There is nothing true anywhere. The true is nowhere to be seen. If we exchange $1, we both have $1 each, but if we exchange one good thought, we both have two good thoughts. If you have never failed, you have never lived. A day spent helping no one but yourself is a day wasted. The people will save their government if the government itself will allow them. We have been preserved these many years in peace and prosperity. We have grown in numbers, wealth, and power as no other nation has ever grown. But we have forgotten God. It is a sin to be silent when it is your duty to protest. It often requires more courage to dare to do right than to fear to do wrong. Truth is generally the best vindication against slander. I have always found that mercy bears richer fruits than stripped justice. I can see how it might be possible for a man to look down upon the earth and be an atheist, but I cannot conceive how a man could look up into the heavens and say there is no God. I claim not to have controlled events, but confess plainly that events have controlled me. He has a right to criticize who has a heart to help. Adhere to your purpose, and you will soon feel as well as you ever did. The mystic cords of memory, stretching from every battlefield and patriot grave to every living heart and hearthstone all over this broad land, will yet swell the chorus of the Union. With malice toward none, with charity for all. In giving freedom to the slave, we assure freedom to the free, honorable alike in what we give and what we preserve. I am a firm believer in the people. If given the truth, they can be depended upon to meet any national crisis. We can complain because rose bushes have thorns, or rejoice because thorns have roses. No man resolved to make the most of himself can spare time for personal contention. The time comes upon every public man when it is best for him to keep his lips closed. I have found that when one is embarrassed, usually the shortest way to get through with it is to quit talking about it. I never encourage deceit and falsehood, especially if you have got a bad memory, is the worst enemy a fellow can have. The man who stands by and says nothing when the peril of his government is discussed cannot be misunderstood. If not hindered, he is sure to help the enemy. I believe the Bible is the best gift God has ever given to man. With public sentiment, nothing can fail. Without it, nothing can succeed. Common-looking people are the best in the world. That is the reason the Lord makes so many of them. I have not permitted myself, gentlemen, to conclude that I am the best man in the country, but I am reminded in this connection of a story of an old Dutch farmer who remarked to a companion once that it was not best to swap horses when crossing streams. To ease another's heartache is to forget one's own.